We keep our attention to our Sahasrara.
Is very remarkable that I see all Sahajogis drenched in divine love and expressing themselves in a very beautiful and very deep manner. This when comes in, that really makes your attention absolutely enwrapped in such divine bliss that you forget that moment. One of those moments are when you celebrate my birthday. I even forget how many years I've lived on this earth. Sometimes I say I'm 73, sometimes I say I'm 70. I just don't know. Because as I told you, it does not leave any mark of time, of date, of years in that blissful state. As if sometimes you can think that you went to see something very beautiful like Taj Mahal without knowing what it is. And suddenly you find such a beautiful building. Unexpectedly, you just get blindfolded, as they say. In Hindi say awak. You don't know how to express. You become speechless. And invariably, you'll find that time you'll forget the time. You will forget how you came there. All the story behind all that finishes off as soon as you see the reality of the vision. This reality of the vision is something beyond even my thinking and imagination. I cannot even now, sometimes, believe that there are so many Sahajogis who have got this subtle knowledge. I never knew that there are so many seekers to begin with. I never knew that there are such subtle people on this earth. All over the world, wherever I went, whether I went to Nepal or to Brazil, suddenly I find facing so many beautiful seekers. If you ask me, when did you go to Brazil, I won't be able to tell you the dates. I have very bad memory for dates for the same reason, I think, because every time I see a vision. And the time also just stops for that moment. It doesn't express itself. Nothing is recorded except for the experience. And this experience is in an abstract form. You cannot describe. It is beyond words and beyond any description. At that time, you really become thoughtless. And that is the time we have to really enjoy. The greatest curse of modern times is the watch or the time that we keep. And all the time we are just seeing the time, what time it is now, and after 2 seconds again also we want to see what is the time. We have crossed the limits of time, kalatit. Try to understand why we have crossed, because time moves according to us. You can experience it. The other day I was coming from Delhi, and in my household everybody seems to be very particular about time. So they were after my life, come along, getting late, now you just can't get into the plane, this, that. All right. And when I reached there, they said that the plane is still waiting, it's not necessary for you to hurry up. It will take at least 15-20 minutes for you to go. So, also this name of airport makes people really jumpy, I should say. They have to go to the aeroplane means as if some war is there or I don't know what it is. So far, luckily, I have never missed a plane, never missed a train in my lifetime. Though I travel, I think, quite a lot. I've every time found invariably that the plane itself is waiting for me. It won't leave. Like I'll give you a very interesting example today, if you are relaxed. We were in Praha, and we were supposed to go to Poland via, again same thing happens to me with experience that, via Vienna. And we had a very great Sahaja with us who told me that the plane will be leaving at 11 o'clock. And from the airport he rings me up, no, the plane is leaving at 9:30. If I want, I can be ready in 5 minutes or I can take 2 hours, depends on. So I was ready, I just jumped into the car, we reached the airport. But we were late by 15 minutes and the ground lady started shouting at me at the top of her voice, you people, you are VIPs, you are this, you are that, all kinds of things she said to me. And this Sahaja could not bear it. And he felt that it was his mistake. He told me a wrong time. That's why this lady is shouting at my mother. He couldn't bear it. He was very unhappy. Can turn it round. Turn it. So, we went into the aeroplane with this lady shouting behind. And we saw that the pilot and engineers, they were busy with some correction of the machinery. They said it is little bit out of order, it will be ready. So we sat down. Now this Sahaja could not bear it. And his tears started rolling down his eyes. Another Sahaja, she said, brother, it's all right, don't cry. They were sitting behind me, I just turned round. I said, it's all right, don't worry. He said, no, mother, because of me, she could say all these things, I can't bear it. And he couldn't stop crying. Within 1 minute, The sky, which was absolutely open, was covered with big clouds like huge big elephants walking into the whole area. Very big. All the Sahajogis were standing also on the other side on top of the airport, saw it happening. The whole thing became absolutely jet black. Oh my God, I said, see, the tears of this gentleman has such powers. And then the airport people told us that this plane is out of order, so we have to get them. So we got them. We came back. Then he went to this ground hostess and told her, now whom should we shout at? Now the plane is not going. Should we shout at you? How dare you shout at my mother and all those things. But all the people there at the airport who were still under the same regime style got such a fright. The manager himself walked to me, he said, for your plane, it's still 5 hours, and if you want out, we can give you permission, all of you can go out. And he took me by a special way. I couldn't understand this reaction. So I went out and we did some shopping or something, and when we came back, we were surprised. All the airport was rather stunned by us. And when I walked, that was the only plane that was leaving. All the traffic had stopped, except for this plane. And when we walked down to board the plane, the gentleman who was there said, Mother, can you help me? I said, how? I have got a terrible back pain. I said, how can I do it? Then one lady walked in to say, Mother, please, I have pain in my shoulder. Can you put your hand on that? I just put my hand on her shoulder. She said, I'm feeling all right. She started lifting her arm. Then I went, I thought I better now take to the aeroplane. When I was walking, the same gentleman came to me. He said, why not put hand on my back? I said, I have to board the plane. He said, I'll walk with you. You just put your hand on my back. I'm sure I'll be all right. And we walked together about 2 minutes or so. He said, I'm all right. The whole atmosphere changed. It was such a tremendous effect on these people who have been under a regime and have been really military-like, and the whole treatment was so funny. The whole thing changed in such a short time. And I was amazed how the tears of this Sahajogi has worked this wonder. Now imagine a moment when tears started rolling his eyes. That moment just manifested a big drama. And ultimately, what you find is that the people at the airport became extremely humble and respectful. So, when we start thinking of time and time and time, we have to understand that time is our slave. We are not slaves of the time. There are 1,001 stories I can tell you how, by delaying in a place, by getting late in a place, by not caring for the time, I have seen such beautiful manifestations, such beautiful dramas, the art of the divine power, that I was amazed how people worry so much about the time. If time is really necessary, if we are all watching our time every year as our birthday, and if you think that time is very important, it is in a way. in these modern times, we really need the time for meditation, for collective meetings, and for Sahaja. I know when there was the war of independence in this country, where my parents fought with all their tana, mana, dhana. That time, I remember how they never cared for anything. They went all out because it was very important to get this country freed from the clutches of the empire. And this was so important. They had to meet somebody at such a point. That man, supposing, is escaping from the jail, or there's some sort of a thing on, they could not afford to miss the time. They could not afford to just neglect that important time, important meeting, important discussion. Because everything had become an emergency. For them, nobody told them, nobody gave them lectures, but for them, from inside, they were all legendary people, I should say, the way they fought for their freedom. This is today the same situation. It is an emergency, a very subtle emergency, that nothing is more important than spreading Sahaja. If some people will miss it, will not know about it, we will be responsible for that. At the time of Christ, Buddha, Mahavira, or any one of them, there were no aeroplanes to travel. There were not these loudspeakers, also other communications and televisions and all those things. All these things have come now. That has been manifested now. It is the work of Paramachaitan. Through scientists, through other knowledge, all this manifestation has taken place. Also, these people didn't have to face people. So many, nor did they were supposed to give realization to people in such a big number. So all these inventions, all that you see today as modern ventures which we have got, they are all for Sahaja. Without Sahaja, you cannot imagine what would happen to this world. The first and foremost thing is we have no peace within our hearts. We talk of peace. I know of people who have got awards in peace, have no peace within their heart, no peace at all. Unless and until we human beings have peace, there cannot be peace in the whole world. It is we who create wars. It is we who do all kinds of violence. It is we ruin the possibility of people getting into the kingdom of God.
Let us keep our attention to our heart, left heart. Shimataji, we are deeply grateful that you took birth on this earth to give us Sahaja Yoga, to give us self-realization. Let our attention go deep inside our heart to feel the gratefulness, the joy. Our attention feels deeply the peace inside our heart. Mataji, by your taking birth on this earth, we are aware of the real peace, the real silence of the spirit. Our attention goes down to our left Swadhisthana chakra. Shimataji, by your taking birth on this earth, you have enlightened the pure knowledge inside us. Thank you, Shimataji. Our attention moves upwards to our left void. Mataji, by taking birth on this earth, you have awakened the Guru principle within us. Thank you, Shimataji, for making us our own Guru, the Spirit, our own Guru, the Spirit. Our attention goes to our left heart. Shimadaji, we owe you everything. You verily are the mother of the universe. Thank you, Shimadaji, for accepting to take birth, to look for us, to find us, and to enlighten the spirit within us. Our attention move upwards to our left Vishuddhi. Shimadaji, we thank you for having taken birth on this earth to awaken the self-respect in our beings. In our central Vishuddhi chakra, we keep our attention Shimadaji, you took birth on this earth for us, the seekers, to reveal us that collective consciousness. Let us feel our attention opening the Sahasrara from our central Vishuddhi. It moves upwards and opens our brain. Our attention is now on the Agya chakra. Mataji, we are so grateful that you accepted to take birth and reveal the tremendous power of forgiveness and compassion to this humanity. Our attention is on the top of our head. Let us take the first Mahamantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Reguణாத்மிகா Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirbala Devi Namo Namaha. With a deep humility in our hearts, let us keep our attention on our Sahasrara, where Shrimati resides, in the form of Sri Sahasrara Swamini. Thank you, Shrimataji, for having awakened our Kundalinis. Thank you, Shrimataji, for revealing us our divine personality. Thank you, Shimadaji, for being with us at every moment of our lives. Thank you, Shimadaji, for bringing the spirit from our heart to our Sahasrara. Thank you, Shimadaji, for dissolving our small consciousness into the universal collective consciousness. Thank you, Shimadaji, for making us the pure channels of your divine love. Thank you, Shimadaji, for bringing Satya Yoga to this troubled humanity. Thank you, Shimadaji, for making us the instruments that will bring peace to this troubled humanity. Thank you, Shimadaji, for bringing freedom to the whole humanity, for enlightening the whole humanity, for saving the whole humanity. Last Mahamantra. Om Vaneva Saksha Shri Kalaki Saksha Shri Sahasrara Swami Moksha Pradayami Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shrimadaji, please forgive all the mistakes that this humanity has done, has made. Please save us. You are our only hope. Let your compassion save this world, change the people, bring the peace, bring forgiveness among us. Our words are too small to express our gratitude. Thank you, Shimataji. Let us all bow down, raise our kundalinis, and take one hand. We owe everything to Shimataji. Jai Shimataji, thank you for joining this morning meditation.